obviously they did lose to Furia, who are still in that upper bracket. And there was some danger, a sense of that, against Cloud9 on Corrode until Babybay was a hero that brought them back into it. Maybe this will be NRG's time. It's starting on Pearl, where they dominated the aforementioned Cloud9 in their debut matchup. That was a 13-2 victory. Haven't played the map since, though.
NRG don't have a permaban, so they get to go and ban some of G2's best maps straight off the rip.
They get bind out of there. That's the 3-0 map for G2. It's been their home. And they haven't played that many other maps, only 3 other ones. So this is the first time we're seeing their Pearl. They're bringing out the Phoenix. It's always been an off-meta pick, but we have seen it pretty much at some point at all times since Pearl's debut. Just, again, an off pick, though.
This grab wall actually pretty big in terms of buying some time. There's also the Phoenix Molly thrown in that place. Jaws curveball tries to get him around the corner. Mana deep on the side trying to push up. It's going to be Jaw with the right click that gets his first. Guided Salvo also going to keep G2 at bay for now. And Ethan's playing aggressively.
NRG decide the course of action is to fight past that wall. Now slowing things down, Ethan gets that pick over towards Flowers as the slow flank from Dre maneuvers. And Ethan dealt with.
That's the plan to kill. That spike didn't quite go the way that Babybay would have liked to, but he is still threatening from that main position. And now it feels like the net is starting to close. Kiko falls. Scooper trying to give Brock a little bit of room, but Babybay is encroaching. Scooper knows he has to cross this expanse, so he's trying to line it up with the recon. I don't know if that really went off the way they would have wanted it to. And that Scooper turns on Babybay now. The rest of G2 need to get active. It's on Brock.
10 seconds.
2v1. Valorant cleans him up.
Great hold there from G2, and pivotal is that late flank coming from Babybay. Denies the plant, and then just his existence in the main was such a thorn in the side of those remaining NRG players. They did a fair job at actually baiting him out, but while dealing with him, there's still those 2 players that were in secret, ready to go.
10
It's
seconds.
nice to go for him. They're IGL to clean it up.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Look, Scuba looks so mad, bro.
He looks like he always does, right?
Looks unfazed, actually.
That is.
But I get it. Hype them up. Hype them up.
A lot of stall util there from G2. Ooh, that is spicy. Okay, huge space denial from Jaws Molly. He's actually able to post up on these boxes now in a flash position.
In the meantime, Babybay's pushed all the way up B, so it's a G2 that are happy to fight here, and you'd love your Phoenix to be able to farm some orbs.
Saturate, a problem! Okay, the Guardian's not quite able to cut through, but Trent is there with the Ares. Scuba tagged on the cross.
Yeah, and because of their cross, Trent has to give up the line, so guns are going to be recovered. That's Scuba with a Guardian. Brock gets the Spectre, and now they can slow things down, recovering that spike. Try and force G2 to spread across the map a bit more, which is the case. You have Babybay going towards that A side with the Marshal.
You can see this Teho util from Ethan that's very heads up. Jaws forced to flash there because the guided salvo coming at him, but all of energy was still in the smoke. They actually exit the smoke about half a second later, so no one flashed up. Ends up being a 1-for-1 at best. Makes G2 look sloppy there.
Now, Babybay has to watch both the connector
left.
and B main. Every single target on NRG is a one-shot to this Marshal, and it looks like he's getting on the right line at the right time, but he can't connect. What a shot from Scuba that is.
Well, if he's mad, he's channeled it in the right direction. That Guardian dominated Babybay. Balon here's got a stinger. Trent at least can work from this high ground to some degree, but of course it's full post plant here for NRG.
I mean, what's crazy is that NRG have the best long-range weapon right now in this situation where they can play off the site.
They are chilling. Scuba just waits for someone to step out. Of course, you've got some degree of
great
Soviet
shot.
util. Yep, trying to clear Valon out there.
Kiko was just so fast on that flank to Link.
He was running, he wrapped around. He knew he'd be in a good position, but now this gets a bit more dangerous. That's the Guardian player down. Kiko making a lot of noise. And up in front of him is still Valon, but Kiko survives at 6 now. It's dangerous. Trent hasn't even halved it yet. That's the problem. Kiko can swing on this there. Oh, he didn't once and twice, and it's over. Perfect there from Kiko. 6 points of health.
Oh, he's still alive, man.
5 more than he needed. And a beautiful thrifty for NRG.
Just the right amount of pressure stopped Trent from getting it to half. And at that point, clutch was absolutely won. Well done from Kiko as well, just that heads-up decision to get all the way wrapped around to Link.
He was so fast.
Yeah, he was so quick. He's got a clap.
He was moving!
What? But yeah, I mean, with that classic, he's not going to be any help over at long, so perfect positional adjustment.
He was moving.
And you have to call back to that great refight in main as well. You were talking about Ethan's util, how crucial that was, and suddenly G2 on this eco.
Just when you thought they were getting off to the races early, G2 have a stick jammed in the spokes.
Basically just an entire full buy right now for NRG. Mata has the stinger, and well, he's at the right range to play with that.
Oh, okay, Mata getting ahead of Jaw, but he can't worry about that for the time being. It was going to be a refract anyway. And these stronger weapons are starting to show out. Sleep down. Wall is up here for Jaw, but no attempt to test it. Everyone pulling out towards that B side of the map.
Jaw is getting close to that Phoenix ult. Definitely a chance he could have it on their actual buy round. That is one of the main purposes of running the Phoenix, especially on Pearl, is just fighting over the orbs, being able to get ults just cycled one after another.
Yeah, run it back being 6 orbs is quite a selling point, as it turns out. Saw Ye playing a ton of it last year, actually, on Smash.
Oh, and there is one kill from Jaw. Some danger for NRG. These players are weak. Mata and Ethan, look at their HP.
Yeah, Jaw here testing with a ghost. Bork, though, of course he gets himself an Odin as soon as humanly possible. Baby Bay Night Sheriff. Oh my goodness! 2 for Baby Bay, and Ethan is low. In the post plant, sure enough, but he's got nothing but the weapon to work with. And now G2 are circling. What is going on?
That's one where we're just going to need to rely on the replay operators to provide us the context. Where Baby Bay just destroys 2 players, and he is out of seat. He is pointing at someone.
Yeah, there's a lot of interplay on the stage at the moment. Okay.
What is going on here?
Dude,
okay,
this guy is crazy.
Mata blinded up. Wow, I mean, the crosshair placement on that was perfect. That was a pretty effortless shot. Or at least he made it look effortless.
Are you not tired?
Boys!
Are you not tired of the Baby Bay narrative yet? Because it is the deadest horse. It's basically pate at this point.
The one that we've been just beating into the ground since stage 2.
Tenderizing, if you will.
Of him joining the team and hyping him up.
Is this part where you actually say the narrative again?
All that. But
yeah, okay.
I will say the biggest difference between then and now is he was good in stage 2, but I think he's been G2's best player in this run so far. He has been a menace, and getting back to that duelist role on a lot of maps now. His original role when he was competing on FaZe, he just looks so comfortable. But right now he's up top trying to fight towards B. Ethan not giving him anything though.
Look at his deep clear of A main from G2 as they push off the site. This is provoking NRG to start to split a little bit here over towards this mid connector.
The NRG are really trying to threaten that there could be some pressure going towards A, but it's just going to be a pivot back into this B split. Right now, no ults to work with, and if G2 want to kind of lightly play this site, maybe go for a spam kill and give it up and retake with Jaw's ult, that's not a terrible option.
Leaf was so far forward on that A side of the map, he's going to be pretty quick in the connector, but there is a turret watching. Is it watching in his direction, though? We'll have to wait and see.
30 seconds left.
Baby Bay looks to flash out. Yes, the turret was watching the flank, so that's now NRG being forewarned.
Jaw is here, and that ult is ripped.
All right, runner back in play. Able to get away from the special delivery. Jaw still wants to fight. He knows he has to, and no chance, though. Kiko dominates him there from long. Ethan still entrenched in halls. Needs to be dug out, and Jaw in the second attempt gets him, but Mata and Scuba are there in numbers. And it's G2 walking into the crossfire, but Baby Bay's getting his hands dirty now. Trent with a swing and catches out Brock. It'll be Unk to finish the round, and G2 get to 3.
They look phenomenal on these B-side retakes. I really like that they just played for that again. They found success with it even with the bad weapons on the other round. And this one looked even easier. Jaw's ult gets some of that util out, even though he doesn't find any kills with it. He just had to, you know, he drew out the saturate, etc. And then after the fact, they re-swing, fight halls. In the meantime, the rest of the team just pushing through main.
So almost like it sounds.
This round, Ethan and Brock, even if they just die at some points, they'll have that for the gun round. And then just looking at G2, that if things even do get dangerous, they have the ult combo with the Dimensional Drift Hunter's Fury ready to go.
Baby Bay gotten himself an outlaw now. Above the smoke. Okay. Safe cross there for NRG. Could have gone either way.
Just falls back, plays it safe. Valen is up close right now, stunned to get into the smoke. Flashed up, stunned up, slowed.
Dangerous. Saturated and rolled by Kiko. Baby Bay at least is having to ring out some shots with that Sheriff, but
that teleport is still out in the open.
Yeah, not covered. It's only the one sort of smoke there towards the upper side, and that was from NRG. A little bit exposed. He wasn't. What happened there? The movement from Scuba a little bit too slippery. That's brought
yeah, that's a well-placed shot.
Trent's done very well to hit this side and make good use of that utility. And now with the element of surprise out the window, Scuba is a little exposed.
Yeah, it got dangerous, but G2, there has been a stabilization from Leaf and Trent coming in late. Ultimately, they still just had much better weaponry. The util arsenal to work with, and with no armors, those shock darts just
still terrifying.
Lethal as well.
That was scary. Classics and bandits getting kills.
But that being said, even the damage done really doesn't matter all that much because G2 win that eco round and got a bunch of free weapons earlier in the game and then just win the subsequent round, so.
Probably what's provoking NRG just to throw caution to the wind on rounds like that one. 9-1, Trent quietly dominating.
This is an inflection point in this first half for sure. Both sides stacked up with ultimates. It's pacey from NRG just to get towards B long right now. Not fighting for any control of the map elsewhere. That has resulted in Baby Bay getting a main for free. And you can see just due to that, rotate from G2 all over the B side. Leaf, he wants to fight in the site right now.
Well, he's got no choice. He can't fight holes, and that's going to be a good enough trade now. Jaw wants to flash his way out, but Hunter's Fury's going to be cutting through and getting damage on him before he could deal with Scuba tucked in the corner. Valorant not far behind. Has the inkling, has the idea that the play is there, and a clone is shot. It's an easy three-piece for the captain so far. And Brock has had to step away from this. There's a triple stack. High and low, waiting around the corner. And that spike is on the wrong side of that screen. Virtually impossible round to win by any metric. So Brock will see what he can get. And he'll get nothing. 5-1.
NRG's straightforward game plan on these rounds, just heading towards B, and G2's willingness to send a player into A main early has just allowed them to stack up on this site. And despite the Armageddon going back halls, they just don't care. They have multiple players in there ready to fight together already. What?
Peacock
What did bro say?
Yeah. Yeah, he's mocking so hard. He's speaking it at a register too low for the human here to register. That's
also, worth noting that G2 did not have to use one ult to win that round.
Okay.
Oh, they're aware of Ethan. Oh, wow, they're right on him.
They're chasing him too. Ethan's going to have his hands full here. Trying to avoid these shots. We get a multiplayer swing into this, and yeah, not much you could do about that. Marta gets in though and gets one. Here's a lockdown over towards the A side of the map in the art direction. This is going to,
and it's just
this is going to get him scurrying
back. Leaf, is he going to get caught? The barrel scene, yeah, that's nice from Scuba. What a mid-round from NRG.
That is a bizarre moment there where the lockdown forces G2 out of A, but convinces him that's where the spike's going to end up, and so Leaf has his knife out.
A really sick call. We've seen G2 that win disadvantageous retakes on this B side, so a 3v4 is definitely not out of the question.
Another runner back here for Jaw as well, but he is not armored. He is a bit like paper mache at the moment.
Is he just going to send it in on a round like this?
Seems strange. All right, there's convergent pass. Jaw's able to sidestep that. But inside halls, Marta is now on the prowl. Baby Bay holds that upper position. And RG really not being spotted out for the time being. Being out of Marta. Ah, Trent tries to spray that corner. It's exactly what you want to do with the Odin, but Marta is just too good. He'll be able to refract away. Caught by Baby Bay though. Time. That's the issue. Kiko and Scuba so far off this. Baby Bay could cause problems, but there really isn't enough time to get that defuse.
No, even at that, there's stars on the spike. No chance for Baby Bay there. But so much damage done to NRG on their first round win could be extremely significant as we move forward. That being said, though, have to give them massive credit for a sick mid-round call. After losing Ethan in A main from some pretty relentless aggression that G2 displayed, just hunting him down, they make that great play with the fake lockdown and a pivot over towards B. Leaf caught on that rotate. Really cool round.
One of those rare rounds where both teams are kind of happy with the outcome.
Yeah, it's not horrible for G2. Look at the money on NRG. They're players with 0.
Oh my god, that was crispy. All right, traded instantly though. Jaw tries to push up into that plaza, and Baby wants to swing off this as well.
Mata is in danger. He took some shock dart damage as well. Just 20 HP. He is in there to the link as NRG trying to work down B long, but they're so spread across the map that they can't go for an execute right now. Oh, Mata had a chance even at the low HP, but couldn't connect the instant shot.
Neither player had their crosshair position for that. It was all about adjustment. G2 looking like a kicked hornet's nest this round. Very much buzzing around the map, and Kiko is expecting the push up, and he is rewarded.
Yeah, Baby Bay getting adventurous and is very much punished for that. NRG bide their time. You can see Kiko on the rotate, getting back towards B main. Scuba just posted to see if anyone
So disciplined.
too far, but that's free for Trent. Recon as well to assist Valen, who's going to be able to swing off Trent's contact, or just maybe intending on posting up on his own.
It's a sick discipline from Trent there. Holds the line, sees the player, eventually caught out, but that was a guided salvo that was going to force him out of positioning. Either way, here's Valen. Slams him. It's a 4-round game.
And there it is, just swinging off of Trent. And this time, on that round where NRG's economy was fully on the line, G2 go for a different look with that instant mid-fight. Jaw just flashes out, catches one. And then from there, NRG, they get fairly disconnected around the map. Mata definitely had a chance to get that kill on Baby Bay, but ultimately G2 just calm things down, play with that nice setup. Simple, Trent holding the cross, Valen swings off that contact, collects the kills. And look at NRG's economy right now. Terrible.
Yeah, Mata just trying to get ahead of it. Hope to dig something out, but G2 were waiting. They knew they'd be colliding. Oh, really? It's like that. All right, Jaw looking a little different out there. Go to the right. I got one. Oh, my goodness. Well, easy come, easy go with that ultimate. He can probably get halfway to his next one if things go well from here.
Does just get an orb real quick.
Okay.
He has 2 orbs, not in the way he would have hoped. But, oh, these shock darts, man.
Enemy tag.
All right, Trent does know what's going to happen here. He knows NRG still looking at end aid. Kiko running it in. Trent, is he trying to feed orbs?
He's trying to style on them.
Yeah, okay.
He's trying to style on them.
I respect it.
And he's done it. And he's done it.
Yeah. Styling successful.
G2 are looking rock solid on this defense. One of the dangers of NRG picking this map into G2, as we mentioned, is that there's no tape on G2. They don't know what they were playing heading into this. The Phoenix is definitely a surprise.
Why are we seeing this? I mean, I wonder if that round where Jaw like verts that molly.
Kill him, bro. He played for Liquid last year.
Sorry. Okay, Liv, that's crazy. You play for C9. And? Yeah, I wonder if that molly...
I'm okay with the use slander mention. I get that. I'll accept it.
Okay, cool. The Phoenix molly in A main seems to have sort of scared NRG off for a little bit. There's nothing like that this round. There's no aggressive A main clear from G2 either. So NRG faced no resistance early in the round. And a Cosmic Divide straight towards A. That means they're going to accelerate now.
A site that has 4 G2 players ready to go.
Mata's in the pocket here. This could be ugly. Valen swing. Mata gets on the other side. This is so awkward. Valen making a bit of noise and still found Mata and minced it. Now, he's entrenched. Ethan just popped on the other side of it. There's some wall damage, and this has not gone well for NRG at all, folks.
I mean, they're just going wall for wall.
He's running! Kiko down to 33. Valen can defuse behind this, and G2 were lying in wait.
Once again, a situation where they just have everybody stacked up on the right site. There are 4 players there ready to go.
We're getting one of them flow state Trent games today. 14 and 3.
It's been very casual as well.
Yeah. And honestly, like, it's just been dialed in.
Kills every round. But Valen really stepped up here. This fight with Mata was so awkward.
Okay. And then
that pocket is available for the spam. So Ethan just goes down right after, playing by the half wall.
Starting to get a little frustrated if you're NRG.
These G2 team fights are really solid.
Honestly, their retakes as well. The way they've been clearing, crossfiring for each other. Very, very good. And this Mata just ceases to exist. That was spam, I'd say, through smoke.
I mean, by the way, a main control from G2. So NRG just...
Dude, they are going for it.
Oh, What? There might be an opportunity
Trade?
for Scuba in mid.
This is a belated trader. Oh, okay. And this is the second time in 3 rounds that Scuba's been able to do that. This time they're with a better weapon and with more prospects in the round. This has drawn NRG back through their spawn side.
Now on the instant lurk, Trent knows that this is a possibility.
He knows?
The timing. Oh my God.
He saw. How does he know, dude? Great intuition there from Trent, and he's just going to follow. Scuba is never going to be ready for this, and it's a freebie. Now, NRG, dithering in their own spawn, have to decide where to end the round.
Kiko has a lockdown, but that can just be made irrelevant because of Trent's Hunter's Fury. Leaf is really entrenching himself on this B site. Spotting each other, he's going to need help fast.
Oh, the interceptor? Based. Actually based. Eats up that guided salvo. And doesn't really give away too much of the game either. They just don't know.
And there's Baby Bay. He arrives in time. Supplemental flash for Leaf to swing. And now the crossfire set up. 20 seconds. NRG, man, disadvantage. They have to just deal with way too many angles. There's just no way. G2 are so fast.
Just being out of it. Obviously, Interceptor interacts with any projectile-based utility. I really thought he was dead to rights there, but great timing there for Leaf to set that up and make sure he wasn't going to be knocked out of position.
Scuba tries to put them in position to win this round. That was a nice little 1v2, goes for the lurk, but Trent had some real nice intuition there to be able to catch him. I love
playing with you guys, bro.
It's so wholesome,
bro. You guys.
Yeah. You do get soft as you get old. Great inference there from Trent, realizing Scuba would have pushed that deep. So, last round of the half, NRG paltry 2 rounds. This is the very map where they held C9 to only 2 rounds not so long ago.
And G2 pushed all the way up B long. They know that no one is there. Time to rotate towards the A side. Teleport from Baby Bay. They've got 3 players there right now. They're about to have 4 players there. Danger for NRG looms yet again on this execute.
Valorant pinged, chased. Hunter's Fury as well. Okay, little schmoves. One more shot though, and Valorant is able to avoid it. So, fighting fit for what may be a flood into the A side. Okay, Mana's down. He was very low already, to be fair. Hunter's Fury this time coming away from G2. It's Trent lining him up and lighting them up. That's Kiko, barely alive, has to make use of this lockdown at some point in the round. Create some space for a spike recovery, but I believe that's been spotted in A main.
Trent, yet again aware of this Sewer's flank, and that's a free kill. Kiko has 0 HP to work with. Scuba on site, surrounded. G2 yet again on one of those rounds. Control the extremity. Baby Bay teleports. They stack up the site for the hit from NRG, and they just make that entire half look rudimentary. Just a simple, effortless defense where they have all of their players ready to anchor the right site every single round.
Now, G2 know as well as us that their record against NRG last year doesn't mean anything necessarily, but you better believe they're taking no small degree of satisfaction from the way this map has gone so far. Bringing in the Phoenix comp, looking damn good. It's Trent that I've got my eyes on though. Let's see if NRG can find some equity, to find a way to dig in on Pearl after this.
Holy smoke!
G's game plan on attack was just not cutting it. G2 were effortlessly dismantling their execs, and now NRG will have to match that level of play on this defense of their own. Everyone from G2 moving their way towards that B side, all going through main. Teleport ready to go through as the util comes in back site. Wall to cut off a potential crossfire.
Gappy, but it'll do.
Ethan wants to commit to this.
Yeah, okay, Ethan's just able to really punish that opening a little bit. Flash there connected, and he's still able to deal with Jaw. I just don't feel like that's constructed all that solidly from G2, that hit onto B.
No, ultimately they're not really able to take any space. Ethan gets that nice first kill tucked in the corner. I feel like you don't see that position being taken a ton on the hard site anchoring setups. Has a little view from the wall, doesn't cover everything up, so he exploits that. Yeah, it's just good anchoring from those guys. I mean, hitting the shots.
If they want to get scrappy, bro, let's get scrappy, bro. I'm done. I'm done. Let's.
Well, you heard the man. Strap yourselves in, folks.
I kind of felt scrappy already.
Yeah, well, maybe not yet.
Neither here nor there.
Scrappy pejorative for NRG, I think. Not complimentary.
G2 just run it down. They are not stopped by the Tejo on account of the interceptor. Valen, Ethan exchanging some blows.
Baby with a flash to A main, but it's just a feint.
Now NRG didn't go for any kind of deep push up B long. It's just being held kind of passively from Mata at the moment, which, by the way, look at this buy from NRG. I mean, huh?
Yeah, it's really light.
They've 3 sheriffs with the rifles. That's a
they
interesting look.
Yeah, Leviathan all of a sudden. Let's see this Valen mid-rounding. What's he cooking up? Obviously, there's Nano Swarm with his feet there and a turret that'll take contact. He knows it. He knows exactly what would be waiting for him. He's a little on the low side, though.
Now, what is the move from G2? They have a ton of control of the map. NRG have really conceded all of mid at this point.
Cheeky little stealth throwing there.
So, reasonably, NRG are just kind of set up in this 2-1-2. They need one player to watch sewers, and then they hope that a duo can anchor either site.
Jaw is on his way down B long with a classic. Yes, his Nano Swarms are going to snarl up G2 as they try and approach this B side of the map. Can Jaw make a splash here? Gotten into halls, in fairness, but gets the drop on Kiko. He's only a sheriff, though, that he get for his troubles there. Hang about. Ethan has to back away. That's awkward. Caught in the open. Now a 2 versus 2. Surely there's guns to recover here in the post plant.
Chaw's just fighting forward. What is the timing? By the way, has his ult.
4 kills with a classic. This is dangerous here for Brook. How the heck is he supposed to get onto the side? That was free.
He dinked him.
Down to 47. Jaw for free. He's able to punish Brook, and now at least with the regen shield, he walks in healthy enough. But he's got 2 players to worry about. Are you kidding me? That is the most egregious display of classic use I've ever seen. What are we doing here? Where did that come from?
I'm just stunned. What can you even say about that? That looked like the easiest cleanup in the world for NRG.
10 seconds.
What? That long-range right-click is crazy. But Mata and Ethan, Mata ran out of bullets, so it was just an honest pistol fight. I mean...
Hey! What's good? G2 Classic, baby! Let's go!
Viral marketing in the Big 26, Wyatt. I am done.
NRG, because of that buy, having the sheriffs, they have a buy here, kind of. They have 2 stingers with 3 vandals. This is some new economic management that is interesting to witness, but it's gotten them in a, well, okay. Trent might just
Be him?
send them out of this round, actually. Never mind.
This is the weak side for NRG. They were heavily stacked over towards A, something that Jaw probably surmised. So now they'll take that double stack in halls, player over towards long side, and...
Leaf was just barely spotted there.
How does he intend to be a factor here? He's going to have to play from long. This might cause Babybay just to rotate into the side, but he's got an outlaw, so he'll need to keep his distance to a degree. Shock dart. There's some value to be had here. Here comes Scuba, though. Gets on out there. He and Ethan can swing this together, but there's Leaf and Valorant chiming in. It's on Trent now. 6th game from him. The odds, the deck, stacked against him. Swing timing. Look at how low these 2 have gone. It's got to be now. It's got to be 1 swing to end them. Oh, Trent, okay, not bad.
He didn't get it to half.
Oh, man. He's just gone and done it. Red Bull clutch here for Trent, and G2 go to map point. One of the most bizarre maps I've seen this year and in some time.
Casual 18-5 for Trent. NRG will be able to cobble together another weird buy to attempt to stay in the game in the next round. Just plays the timing perfectly there on that swing.
Good shit, boy! You won!
The Kiko just doesn't have the time to defuse that spike. Can't get the kill quick enough on the swing. NRG's pick, by the way.
Yep.
Just a reminder of that.
Yep. Oh, okay, here we get, once again, the flash is set up.
I
G2.
mean,
Oh, the curveball is too good,
They're
man.
being destroyed on this fight.
Butter at 20, he knows he's in deep trouble. And so, it is
split
Kiko.
time.
Yep, need more than just a little bit of liquid to douse this fire, my friend. And it is a 13-3 for G2. Babybay can't believe it. NRG in dismay. Their map pick gets thrown in their face. But a side of Habanero.
To this Neon Waylay now on map 2, and
Yeah, the Phoenix was giving, like, mid-last year Paper Rex vibes. We've also said they've taken comms from Tier 2 and tried to adapt them. Not many teams can pivot so quickly in how they approach a map midway through a tournament like G2.
Doing a thing.
Now it's Baby Bay on the waylay instead of Jaw. NRG fast up mid to start us off on their attack side. Jaw trying to set up a crossfire with his duelist partner.
Oh, enough noise to wake the dead there in Rope Room. Trying to bait Jaw back in their direction, but Baby Bay will clean Ethan up. That's the Sky out of the picture.
It's NRG on a fairly quick pivot towards the B side. What a kill from Mana. Baby Bay again. These shots with the Sheriff are just sick.
3-0 already. Baby Bay's having an insane pistol round. Now that guy itself is going to force him back to a degree, but now the pinch comes in. Brock has nowhere to go. But Scuba has submerged. Unfortunately for him, Spike's up in heaven.
NRG have just been sat down by the duelist duo on G2. Listen, it is always fun to see Jaw on Neon. I remember back when those changes first came in, he was insane with the movement. Let's see if Scuba can get anything done, though. Players are tagged up.
There it is.
Double face. Scuba going to go down.
I do feel like these changes are pushing us closer and closer to peak Smeeg from Baby Bay, right? Like, you know, he's a jet player, obviously, high mobility, flashy kind of player. We see him pick up the Yoru. We're going, okay, like the Vince McMahon gif of him getting progressively more excited based on what he's seeing. Now over towards the waylay, super high mobility, again, flashy, skill expressive agent choice. He's already got himself 3 kills, so we know we're already hurtling towards that first convergent pass. He's bought himself up a Marshall. He's feeling himself.
Looks like he'll definitely have some opportunities for kills. There's the first. Just a straight up B fight. Jaw getting right in their face with his judge.
It's the correct weapon for this round. Make no mistake, 0 armor on NRG to speak of.
They are learning early the difficulties they'll be facing against this G2 comp, which are the potential for these two duelists to be running it down at them on the extremities with some util combos. I mean, getting hit by the Saturate plus Relay Bolt.
I'm just going to say.
Fried.
Yeah, these like short-range deployables that are easy to hit. Okay, you are.
It does that at that range.
You are a long way away from them.
Someone send that to the devs.
Okay. Well, Leaf just runs around, holding down M1.
Or I could just find them in the office.
Yeah, they're probably just around the corner, actually, yeah. I don't know if you might need to pencil in an appointment with them. Flawless round here for G2.
I'm so flawless, everyone has full armor.
Yep. Maybe it's Maybelline.
They lost some money throwing abilities. That is it. Now NRG are full buying, of course.
And that is hard to play into.
It's a nice little way to fight B main. Just Prowler, post up with the scope weapon, Jaw running into their faces behind the Prowler. That's not bad. Will G2 send it again? Well, it looks like they're going to fake that they're sending it again in B main, doing the same instant Prowler and Baby Bay post up, but this time Jaw is with that shotgun over towards Vents.
Baby Bay was, watching his minimap intently there. So there was no real intention to go into B proper.
But if NRG want to go back towards B main, they will likely have to expend some util to re-clear it. But it is the initiator utility gathering info towards the A side for the attackers, as you saw that Trailblazer on the minimap just go all the way up ramps. Though the space isn't immediately taken by NRG, it feels like they are just currently waiting out to see if G2 go for some kind of proactive play before moving into their actual execute. That second drone now from their other initiator being used to get through B main.
Baby Bay did not want to be pinged there. Yeah, pretty costly for NRG to get this space. They are in B garage. That is something. Baby Bay headshot! Just what the doctor ordered. Well, actually, they'd be a terrible doctor if they asked for that, but Marta's out of the game. That's what's important. Guided salvo forces Baby Bay off the line, but here comes Leaf.
Why at that range? That should be happening.
Don't ask.
That should be happening.
You don't know the answer to. Is my mantra.
Close range gun? Hello?
Sorry, that was a bonus that featured Marshall, Stinger Bulldog, and some other assortment of weapons that have no business doing that.
Yeah, and in the midst of the violence on the B site, Trent also just killed that lurker over towards A. Yeah, who's in this moment, was just chilling over on ramp, and deleted that man from the server.
This is FedEx level of send.
Baby Bay is back on his feet, and he is pointing again. He needs to unlock some new emotes. So right now,
it's more costly for NRG to re-clear that space.
Now, we saw this on the Pearl defense as well, but G2, when it comes to flooding in and fighting NRG when they're getting into the sites. They have, it looks like they've broken keyboards. There's no S key. They are in. They are sending it. Here is your standard, I'm a Waylay with a Bucky, trying to kill someone, but it's not going to happen, and Baby Bay just gets 2 free kills with NRG pushing through the wall, and Mata gets caught, and I mean, this is just 1 Radiant versus 5 Platinum's YouTube video from Baby Bay. I think he should maybe stay on the Waylay. Baby Bay was just born to run it down, to send it.
And apparently they're not born too early either.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Damn, Dre!
The moment when self-confidence and self-belief coincide.
Still waiting for a new emote. That time, not even the point. Just
You know
stand.
what? I'm good with it.
And now picking up the operator, G2 have just millions of dollars. They can just afford to buy that now and switch things up.
So Chris Bumstead pulled the same 5 poses for like 10 years, bro. He won Olympias. Drake can do what he wants, man. He's got good triceps.
Oh, Jaw doesn't get caught over on that A side. You heard the off shot rattle off, but there wasn't a kill. That one did get a kill. It was Mata in mid, catching Leaf on the jump up. So NRG bringing the operator into the fold, and now pivoting towards the A side. Valen will have to be the hero for G2 in main.
Full damage control there now for G2, and Valen's getting exploratory. He can't get away from the stealth drone.
Not a great spot.
He's stuck. He is stuck. He's able to find his 1. And now very quickly you see the dash there over towards the spawn side. Baby Bay's trying to get positioned, but he can't hold the angle with this op. There's a nebula in the way, and so I'm just gonna He has it off in his hand. He's going for it, and he is silenced instantly by Mata. Okay.
That's a display of the level of confidence that these guys are at right now. That was a 2v4.
Yeah, Mata, I was just able to walk up mid there, find that op kill. And it looked like G2 started just to try and make hero plays towards the backside of that round. Much needed.
Some of that G2 aggression getting a little bit punished with Leaf in mid. Still, though, obviously the economy very good for G2. Right back to the full buy. Another op for Baby Bay, this time posting up in mid. The entirety of NRG over on a no ults to work with just yet, but it's Valen fully isolated in that site.
Okay, Mata refracts out, seeing Valen there, so a star thrown at his feet. Valen just walks out. That is such a wide swing to take. He's in it, but he got his kill. Can he buy time? See him tight, and that's the spike going loose. This has gone from bad to worse for NRG. Good money follows bad.
He's isolated for how long? 20 seconds? No help. Finds 2. Another just being baited into Dre.
And again, we've seen Baby Bay look very, very good with the off over the course of Kickoff.
He didn't even pull out the shotgun.
No, Op's pretty good at that kind of point-blank range. Yeah, his OP's looked really good. We've seen him on Duoru a little bit.
It's 12-1.
The Chamber.
It's 12 kills. 1 death.
6 rounds in. Look at
How
this from
Valen, he can't be allowed to get away
like,
with
why is he doing it? None of his team are there. He's the solo anchor.
He's spotted out by that dash in from Mata. He is isolated in elbow.
Dre, you are insane.
There's no time for a rotate from G2 to help him. He's alone, man. He's alone, but he gets 2 and he gets out.
I think the significance
and then they try to keep chasing him. Baby Bay gets 3 kills. That's crazy. That just, it shouldn't be happening.
The significance of Baby Bay not switching to his shorty and just blasting him point blank with the op, I think cannot be understated. That is very exciting if you're someone like Leaf. That is going to get your blood pumping.
Jaw back into main. Does he just take a peek? Does he just find the kill? Yes. Does he just run away? No. He wants to fight for more.
Okay, grab well there. It's a little awkward for Leaf. Will be brought down by Mata's Phantom, one of the few truly functional rifles here.
Jaw's going back into B main. NRG. What is the move as things are slowing down in the mid-round?
Yeah, that op is watching.
Kiko is saying surely he can't resist. And he might be right.
He might be right.
He may be right.
On some level,
there's no way, man.
Okay, you're running. What is that, Jaw?
I mean,
limits are being tested.
Guys, that convergent path's straight up whiff. G2 Crossfire is not much of a crossfire with the Nebula in Trent's face, though, but Scuba is out in the open, and Baby Bay will not... Oh, well, he did miss. Never mind.
That's a pretty shocking casting.
My line. I didn't even finish the sentence.
Me when I'm making things up on air. All right, Ethan gets up on that site now. Seekers will keep Valorant at bay. There's going to be a belated swing to the left. Valorant would have to... Oh, what a flick! Surely. There are a couple of things that have happened over this round that I would simply call uncanny. That could have been one of them.
This G2 team, they're playing with a little bit of confidence, some may say. With Jaw just in B main, gets that early kill, and then just runs it right back in there as Bolt dashing out, tries to pop his ult.
But I mean, there's a genuinely...
That was crazy.
There's a generally accepted way for your opponents to play, right? And when you're playing with this much swagger, you break a lot of conditioning.
Absolutely. And I want to say this reminds me of a similar point in Pearl. NRG, they finally get their second round, but everyone dies except for one guy, and then they lose and have no money, except maybe this time they can actually stabilize the game as Kiko finds them that entry.
That's crazy, dude. Done it again. All right, Star's going to be recalled. Marta is intently watching a potential push-up. Trying to punish the jump peak that Waylay is so known for. Neon's so known for, pardon.
I certainly do not mind the AWP on attack with how aggressive G2 are playing.
Ooh, okay, there was back up there.
Speaking of.
So I think, yeah, we're at the juncture now that, you know, we might be in timeout territory. At least G2 just need to slow it down a little bit. It's nice from Scuba. That was very snappy.
Yeah, Josh may want to calm the guys down a little bit at this point. They've hype maxed. They've hyped themselves up too much now, where they're
we're talking about
some crazy plays.
Yeah, we're talking about a team who's been under some of the most extreme pressure any competitor in Valorant could be and prevailed on the world stage.
Close for Trent. Still though 5-on-2. This one should be over.
Yeah, unlikely there's going to be an attempt here at the round for G2.
The money has finally started to dwindle for them on defense, after just having basically capped cash for multiple rounds. But they've been buying a lot of ops, so that'll happen.
How well do you think can G2 actually adapt now that NRG appear to have become a bit more comfortable with that tempo that the defense side has been presenting?
Well, if G2 are going to continue playing with this aggressive style, it just needs to be more... it needs to be more unified between players. It's just becoming too isolated and a little bit too silly.
Individualistic.
Because earlier we were seeing when Jaw was taking those B main fights, for instance, there was like the Prowler form early, and then Baby Bay was also posting up on the line. Like there was supplemental utility. But that has not been the case right now. I mean, he's ultimately, you know, he's just kind of baited in trying to kill Mata, who can refract, and it's an easy trade for someone else.
You're going to start to see a number of these important ultimates come online now, right around that round 8 spot. A lot of these controller ultimates, obviously, G2 have access to the Cosmic Divide already.
Not going to be a timeout here from Josh. Thought there certainly may have been, though maybe Valen from the leadership is like, all right, well, they haven't really slowed down. Or we could just send it with the Bucky immediately.
I mean, that's that. But
of course, the Waylay can't just get out with the refract. A little bit different. Leaf this time has the AWP. Imada was
the refract.
Air shot. What happened there?
No chance to get away. He tried to run it up mid here, and here we go again.
All right, yeah, they didn't need a timeout. That's fine.
G2's hands reach up from the mud and drag NRG back down.
I gotta say, this is some of the most fun gameplay we've ever seen from G2. And I like that for them. I like that for us.
Think of this team, by the way, who, like, we're very, very good. And people just straight up struggled to get excited about their games because they used to play so passively, so systematically, so formulaic. This seems like a night-and-day difference. And I wonder if, you know, Jaw coming into the team made an impact, but especially Baby Bay into the mix here has given them that volatility, yes, but also just this, I don't know, this flair when it counts.
Oh my God.
The slow-mo lean in the chair is crazy.
Oh my God, you can't believe it. Neither can I. I feel him. But it's cool that G2 went from being this team last year that were just so invested in we are playing Taeho Yoru on everything into this year. We're still in comps from tier 2. We're playing Phoenix because we saw Paper X do it. Let's just play Neon and Waylay on this map now.
Jaw wants to fight. He really wants to get in there. Armageddon going to be circumvented for the most part. Hindrance on Jaw. Okay, he's going to get around that corner. Valen. He's tucked into the back of the side. Leaf didn't have a lot to say this round. Convergent pass, though, from Baby Bay. They're all hindered. Spray the please. Through the smoke. Just one for Valen. But look how low Ethan's gotten.
He was just praying that Nebula would drop earlier. Trent sending in the Nightfall in this 2-on-3.
Cosmic Divide, we are going for it. Quick refract there from Baby, realizes it wasn't the landing he was hoping for.
NRG HP right now to a combined 0, it feels like.
Yeah, big decay down. It made it easy for Trent to slip in and find that pick. Now the Cosmic Divide has been pushed past. It's about to expire. Kiko up on the corner here. Needs some good fundamentals in this moment, but Baby is all swagger. Now the 2v1. Brook has struggled to fight his way out of these unfavored scenarios today, and he will retreat in that defense spawn direction. He's got to be quiet at the moment. He's got the info. Down to 32. Beautifully done by Brook. Red Bull clutch for NRG, and not a moment too soon.
He finally arrives in the server today. To me, it feels unfair to say, given that NRG as a team just have not been able to stand up to G2 yet, but they need one of their many stars to create some moments like this. I will say, how many times have we seen in Valorant? Feels like a team is down and out. Suddenly, someone makes that hero play that gets everybody back in the zone.
You mean like Baby on Corrode?
Yes, that is exactly what I mean.
Yeah, both these teams have got the individuals that can lift the spirits of a team. And a big part of that is a strong performance or a clutch that makes you believe it's possible.
Rotate now from NRG, heading back over towards this A side. Everybody ready to go over there. Baby Bay with the op on main. Of course, he should be getting smoked off when this hit comes in, so we'll see how he tries to play around that to support Trent, who is very much so entrenched in the site.
Nothing to see with that Trailblazer, though. Okay, here's the smoke. Dash in. Marta has heaven control. He is in there. Baby Bay going to be forced back. Vulnerable and hit by that saturator. Marta. Nicely done. Leap handled. Relay bolt, though, going to be capitalized on. All right. Just running at him, apparently.
And now NRG just have the entire map split open for them. They can choose to go back towards B. Everyone running through mid, leaving Scuba late. Valen has gotten himself into B main. It's a good position to play from.
Kiko goes Astral, but he's inside the smoke. It was Marta that was exposed to Valen's timing.
NRG do have to worry about a lot of angles right now, despite being at the man advantage.
Valen's still good for a second there. This is going to keep G2 in the round. They're going to have to get busy. Do they check for Brook? Yes, inside the smoke now. It's even Stevens. There is a late wrap, though, through mid, and Scuba might have just the timing they need.
It seemed like Trent knew it was a possibility turning around.
Here's the tap. So there's going to be some of that post-plant util. Baby Bay in trouble! Gravwell makes it impossible for him to fight properly against Scuba. And Trent doesn't really have the room here. Kiko banishes him. And here come NRG back into the game. Finally getting a hand on the reins.
It was a lovely play from Mata, taking all of that space into heaven, getting tucked into the corner. And the second shot, probably going to be absurd on the replay. He's stunned up, hindered, and just one tap's jaw sliding into his face. That was a sick 2K though. And it also just then created the possibility for NRG to rotate away from A towards B. And that was certainly the right call. Okay. It was once a 4-0 lead for G2 where they looked unstoppable. NRG are on the verge of tying up this half.
And starting to look a bit more like protagonists in this map as well, as opposed to background actors. Moments like that Brook clutch I thought was really nice. That feels like that gets him there.
Definitely. Just going to say Trent at 9-4, by the way. Just continuing to put up numbers after being dominant on Pearl. G2 have pushed all the way out of this B side. They definitely know where NRG are on the map right now.
Variation is that, yeah, Leaf is set up here with the judge. So G2 have made a adjustment about how they're holding on to 8 heaven. NRG might just be feigning something here, but look at this wrap around from Jaw and Valen. Pushed off B so early.
Kiko was watching their back until he had to go into astral form, and that allows the perfect timing for Jaw.
To get disciplined, Jaw. Dirty stuff, and that's the spike going loose. Now they've been caught off for the rest of their team. NRG get control, though, of this A side. They've dealt with the anchors at least. They've got even up in players, but Jaw's found his third. Valen's going to be there to support him. A Cosmic Divide to cut NRG off from the spike. And what's the option supposed to be? Take your timing. There's a high-low waiting for Ethan. Feels like he knows it. He knows this is going to be tough. A double swing is what he's trying to put together for the round. It's 89 points of health on NRG entirely. They've got to go for it. Smoke on the other side. Jaw has the off angle. This is all but impossible. And there's Jaw. Is it going to be another race for Jaw? And G2 put their stamp back on this half in the final round. It's a tight one, 7-5. With 4 of those first rounds going in favor of G2, NRG did well to fight back in.
If there's one guarantee we've seen from this series so far, it's that Jaw is definitely back. G2 have been so willing to push through the extremities on defense today.
Let's go! 2 for 2, baby, let's go!
And it's just allowed them to encircle NRG on the attack. When they're going for these straight up hits, they have been stable and more coordinated with that aggression. They felt unstoppable, but maybe they have given NRG just enough rounds to be able to take this split map.
Or just enough rope to trip them up in this second half. It's going to be G2 on the attack side, Pistol. Scuba tucked in the corner, making use of his own poison orb to take a wider swing just in case someone had pushed forward. A double face here for NRG set up to play off this guiding light potentially from Ethan.
Both tucked in that right side corner, or at least were for a moment. Ethan takes the contact, is lit up.
Okay, now G2 crossing here. They do want to go unchecked, and it's going to be Refract that kind of gets Baby Bay out of trouble. They make short work of G2. Beautifully done. Just a crossfire. Simple stuff for NRG, but oh, it's been effective. Jaw was hindered.
Is all the way through screens flanking them. So was Leaf, by the way. He's up there.
So NRG to get into the site with the spike. Leaf is going to be the pivotal player from this point on in the round. Is he in the right spot to succeed?
Spike planted.
Ethan on 10 HP in this situation. Baby Bay wants to take contact, draw the attention so Leaf can be the player that closes the round out.
Leaf is convinced. Oh man, he's just pushing off his line there. Maybe a lack of patience, maybe just concern. They don't know what was happening in heaven, so it's on Baby Bay, 44 points of health, and that is all consumed. As Marta points the ghost at it.
He does a great job with Ethan fighting earlier in that round on ramps. Playing tucked in the corner, forces Baby Bay to refract away. They're just swinging off of each other here. It's that peak with the saturate that's really nice, and then Mata gets right back out there on that second swing to help Ethan bail him out. They collect 2.
Yeah, really solid. It's a flashy, no, but the fundamentals here for NRG, that's kind of what gets them over these humps.
Jaw is the one buying a full armor with the Bucky. Baby Bay had a shorty there for a second at least. Thought we were about to see the double shotgun dive.
To some degree we will, but Baby Bay might simply be the decoy of sorts. Refracting away while Jorgamo actually gets in there to secure those eliminations. All right, well, here's the fast lane. We're about to see if that is the case or not. Grab well pop, but it doesn't seem to have slowed down G2 much. They're into the side. It's Baby Bay down. Jaw needs to fly with his Bucky. Trent on the side. Kiko's just free to roam around. Well, yeah, the Bucky found some purchase in the air, but Jaw now still has to find a way to be relevant here, and stunned up as he was by a special delivery, if I'm not mistaken. Clean round for NRG. Now, it's an even game.
Scuba had a good timing there to get that snake bite in main. It just fully disconnected the pack from those players getting in on the entry with the dashes, with the speed. We've seen some really silly Stinger moments in this game.
Yeah.
Where are the devs? Where are they? Let me have a word.
What do you want from them? These guys are paid to break their game, dude. All right, round 15 coming at you. Like some emphasis on mid with both duelists for G2 converging. Pun intended. Scuba again just been looking to hold these passive angles, but that relay bolt's a problem. He's at least able to do with the Prowler, Nova Pulse, and the kitchen sink. And he's still got good damage. Respect it.
Brutal scenes, though.
And that guided salvo stops an acceleration through rope room. It does slow G2 down, but they kind of get what they came for. Driving a wedge straight up the middle of the map, and now allowing Jaw to catch a rotate or go hunting for other players.
The weaponry on NRG is not great right now, but they are playing at ranges where they can get the most out of the SMGs. Jaw drawing some attention towards Mail. Is this just going to be a one and done for Kiko, or can he have a little pop-off moment? BabyBay's
There's
low.
no saturate to clear this corner at all. They don't have the util, so it ends up being pretty costly. Oh! Okay, Jaw a little bit too slow. Flashed out, has to retreat. That is functionally going to keep Ethan in this position, though. He's very much pinned down by Jaw, and he has to fight his way out of that position somehow.
There's a good swing, and now Jaw's just going to go play it safely back towards main. That duo on site with Valen. They did a good job getting in, but he's just caught straight up in the open.
Yeah, again, too many spots to check, not enough ways to gain that info safely.
Just some timings on timings there, with Trent cleaning it up. But NRG will be, hey, relatively content with
good bonus.
At least doing some damage there on the bonus round. He had 3 guns taken away. This was just...
It was a lot.
Disgusting. You hate to be Scuba when you're getting stun, prowler, stun, dashed, seized.
Yes, he doesn't expect you, bro. That was my play on purpose.
Is he referring to him getting flicked on by Marta dropping down from heaven? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
All planned, all planned.
Fall back here.
Looks like G2 want to go with some pace. Again, the stun and the dash is perfect. Scuba is well hindered, but they're not going to bother with the smoke. What about LSC? Scuba is just having a nightmare in vents.
The util usage is something else. Kiko does very well to assert himself on his B side. It's astonishing he even gets that. Now, though, oh, we're walking that. Okay. Marta will certainly punish you for those, so it's an even player score now in the post plant. G2 need to find a way to maybe get off this B side, or at least spread a bit more.
Yeah, not going to be any late flank. Dangerous for someone to try to get towards backside when they know the op could be watching, but now with that Nebula up, there's an opportunity to spread out a little bit more.
That Nebula came up at the perfect time, because that util would have forced G2 out into the open, out into the town square, for the right ears to be exposed to the world. Here comes Ethan, and there he goes. Leaf notches up 3, getting himself in the game now.
Yeah, that was a really great timing that Leaf took, activated the double swing for main and pillar. But this opening to the round is just so cool. I think G2 have really shown that when it comes to the Waylay, I feel like they're one of, if not the best teams at putting their Waylay in position.
So we have a side stack over towards A. And G2R, noses pressed to the barrier, ready to test it.
A little unlucky, perhaps, that they chose the site where there are going to be 5 NRG players. Let's see if they can deal with it, though.
Well, unlucky is relative, that's for sure. Marta and Ethan, the classics ring out. Trent inside this smoke. Respecting salvo. It's going to be Valen waiting for Kiko to push up. They've got to get out of here. G2 have lost 3 players on this. Pushed into the stacked side. It kind of goes the way you expect it to. And now they need to put some breathing room between themselves and NRG, who have recovered all the rifles.
And have a convergent path to work with from Mata. They have a great opportunity now to win this round.
Valorant has a divider here off this plant. Is there a gainful way to make use of that? This does feel like a pivotal round. This is not one you can afford to lose if you're G2.
Valorant crossing into B main. What a crucial fight this is about to be! Ethan is too far away to get a fast trade.
That's a convergent path's gone.
Look at this, Valorant is still aware that someone could be coming.
How does he know? And it's the lack of armor here for NRG that is hurting them. Brock now. Glass Cannon Vandal going for it.
And Leaf heard him. He knows that he's up in heaven, but that awareness is lovely.
All right, step into the Brocktagon, Valen.
Has to get this star pop, though. Can't get it to half.
Yeah, Brock knows that. Frustrating. He wanted a half, and that's not happening for him at all. Valen emerges. And what could have been a pretty disastrous round for G2 is salvaged somewhat. They'd lose 4 rifles to this mostly classic A-site stack from NRG, but for now, they'll just be happy with the result.
Valen just realizing that he should stay posted on that angle after getting the kill against Mono was huge. NRG there just disconnected.
That's my skirmish 1v1er in the clutch.
I guess he's up 6-4 against Mono now.
Yep,
that kill.
Yeah, if you wanna follow along in that manner.
You are divided.
So here's that Cosmic off the rip for G2.
They are kind of going back to the well with the straight up A hit, except this time there's not going to be 5 NRG players stacked there because this is a real gun round. So they get that site for free, and it looks like they want to fight for even more.
They're going to get ahead of the retake util. They've read into a path from Marta. They're going to try and go for it. However, they get thrown into the mix instantly. So presence and screens here.
They're being massively slowed down by that utility, but they choose a timing to swing out. No way!
still no chance to make use of the pass in this round either. Through the smoke, it's Baby Bay finding Kiko. Scuba and Brock have to figure it out. Leaf watching the backstab. Will he be mindful of Scuba slipping in through A main? It's not being watched for right now. This is a huge moment for Scuba. Brock spotted. There's going to be a check here, surely. Valorant, little peek, sees what he wants. And that leaves it up to Brock now. Half armor! And Valorant again ends the round. 2 decisive kills to put G2 2 rounds away.
He's really come to life in these past couple rounds. Valorant's playing super well in the late round situations. And that G2 duelist duo just having another crazy situation together, playing in tandem. And I love to see it. I mean, they take the site for free, but then they're ready to just disrupt that retake, fight forward with a pass. And then they don't give up after that. They're still relentless.
They walked into, I think, a stealth drone that was suppressed at one point, caught up inside screens. Anyway, Jorgamo going through. Relay bolts quite telling about where Kiko was,
but that baited out an Armageddon on the B side.
And look at this accelerator into A now. A lot of the space being given up here by NRG. But Baby Bay wanders into the crosshairs of Scuba.
Trailblazer re-clearing towards A ramp, so NRG can feel safe trying to get forward. Leaf knows he needs to make something happen.
Yeah.
Wants to get a kill. Nightfall being sent forward. Gets a big connection.
Convergent paths are going to be used straight away from Marta. It's now or never to make use of that ultimate. He's spotted around the corner. He's looking low, and Valorant, though, has to deal with the Seekers. So he gives ground. Backs up, risking now a multi-face into this elbow position, but he's got only a mind for his teammates, trying to set them up. He is getting pummeled by this util, trying to get some smokes out on the side, but Scuba's going to find him with a snake bite. It's Leaf looking for a timing. It's not there. Trent inside the smoke has to go huge, but Scuba has his crosshairs trained on this very position, and the firing squad awaits Trent.
An interesting round from G2. A pretty crazy strat they had cooked up. I think, unfortunately, Jaw just dies a little bit earlier than intended because Mata was playing up so close and had the saturate ready. It did bait out the Armageddon, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, look, I mean, Valorant had his hands full there. He's getting pressured an elbow, still knows he needs to star the side up, maybe for some utils, some smokes. Nicely done, though, by...
Into this round, Jaw has the Bucky on account of also having that overdrive. Or G2 just keeping it simple yet again with a straight up fast A hit. Looks like that might be the case. Oh no, he's too clean with it.
All right, hindrance on Ethan. A little bit awkward now as Jaw is encroaching and threatens to pinch him. Ethan on raft and needs to find a way to get off here. Jaw's happy with what he's gotten so far, but anything extra is a bonus.
Look at the way the G2 are just spreading across the map right now.
What? He's at 6 health. Ethan caught out by the Bucky. It's found 2.
And now G2 realize, wait, we could just go back to A for free. The last 2 guys are over on the B side. They were ready to make some crazy maneuvers across the map. Surely Jaw doesn't
dangerous.
Get another one at 6 HP.
Trent on the cross there almost went down. I think he's got it. Yeah.
That's just, he gets another one.
That is messed up, bro. I can't say it on there. That is messed up! G2 match point. 13-3 and then a 13-8 would be something to behold against your literal world champions. But G2, up until this point, have had the better of NRG every time.
The first kill was a little insane from Jaw. And then able to get 2 more. It was cool in the mid round that G2, they were trying to immediately go for this kind of cross-map pivot. But then with these kills, they're just able to go back to A for free. So Jaw's didn't even end up mattering.
He's made the big upgrade to the judge here. So, flush with catch, he's made use of it. Trailblazer drops down. Not a whole lot to see there. Hindrance as they try and predict this move. And in from Jaw, but Valorant's going to be following it up pretty quickly. And now, G2 are in this A site, properly in it. That Viper spin to mid doesn't really seem to be a factor as Baby Bay stirs up the waters there on ramp, but it's Jaw. It always has been by the looks of things. There's an inevitability about this guy with overdrive on the map. Kiko force feeds him some of his own medicine, but has to go 1v3 for the series. And that's a baptism of fire that leaves him Christmas cinders. G2 advance to our middle bracket final. And somehow